not the best kiss in the world out. Needed a little bit more side on the cue ball to avoid the pink.
Green. Thank you. Green ball.
Yeah, it's right what you say about Cahill. Of course, when he played Ronnie O'Sullivan, he was a massive underdog. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5 times champion, was expected to win. This is different. He's the big favourite. Everyone remembers what happened last year, and that puts his own pressure on. He's not had the best of seasons, it's got to be said. Cahill, just 4 last 64s, nothing better than that in a ranking event. And probably won't know too much about the person he's playing either. So the pressure, I would suggest, is more on him. Although, of course, if Merton's gone in a position to win, there'd definitely be pressure on him, of course there would.
Well, he didn't get on the colour, Mertens, but certainly put Cahill in trouble. Need some thinking about this. Well, the cue ball may have drifted off, but I've got a feeling he'll be playing it again.
Back.
Nothing easy left for Mertens.
You okay with that? Thank you.
Yeah, he's just trying to catch the edge of the red, look. You can see that, and it may have just drifted off to the right as we're looking at. He's playing it very slow, and, well, same thing.
Wow,
Well, that definitely drifted. You could see it. And now he's got to hit one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not so sure. I don't think he can hit one full ball, David, but we'll soon find out.
No, I think you're right, but this just seemed to slightly turn.
Yep, I think it did the first time, and which makes it very difficult to hit, doesn't it? Because he can only hit the edge of it to start with. So it's not like he can allow for the ball to drift. He can't hit anymore.
Yeah, obviously you can't see one full, so it's not going to be a warning.
Is that better? A little bit more.
Yeah, he must be able to see the red.
Yeah.
See more of that.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So you can see that one full ball now. Yeah. You just check that one for me, Andy.
Well, can he see another one full ball? I thought at first he could, but from that angle, obviously we're only seeing that side of the table. If we could see the full angle, we can tell you.
Yeah, it could be close, you know, with those two reds by the pink spot.
Andy Yates is looking at it. Let's see what he can see.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can't see that one. I just checked that.
Well, we didn't see it, but it turns out he can't see one full.
As much as that ball right now, is it? I can't see as much as that ball as what I can see.
I know, but he's saying it's pretty much right. Because it's millimetres, we've got to sort it between ourselves.
Do you think maybe it's a bit further back? Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Well, there is another option that he could play.
Let me just check that. Okay, you see that?
You could try and come off the cushion there.
Okay, thank you.
There. And there, that's an option he could play. Well, caught it, but caught it too full. He was trying to leave the cue ball on the black cushion.
Well, it's all very exciting, of course, for him. And as I say, he should really just come here and try and enjoy himself. He's 15, he's playing in the World Snooker Championship. He's not here to earn any ranking points. He can earn the prize money, but the main thing is just try and enjoy this experience. He did play in the World Cup with Luca Brissell. They got to the quarterfinals, And indeed, they beat Scotland, of course, who went on to win the title, John Higgins and Steve Maguire. That's the only defeat for Scotland in the group phase, was to the Belgian pair, and he played his full part, Mertens.
Oh, the black going over the pocket. Well, we saw a bit of this yesterday. It can get very congested around that area unless somebody knocks in a red early. Oh, what a good kiss on the pink. Look at that. Resting on the brown. What a fortunate kiss that was.
Well, I did say try and enjoy it, but maybe when things like that happen to you, it's a bit harder, but that's something you'll have to get used to, who's going to have a career in snooker when the luck goes against you.
Foul, Ines. James Cahill, foot. Yeah.
World Open Under 16 Championship. Just 13 then, 2016. Beat James Watson on the shootout last year. Obviously only one frame, but still a lot of pressure with that big crowd in Watford. And recently semi-finalist in the European Under 21 Championship. So he's played a lot of snooker already.
In snooker. And already by his safety play, I can see that he can play. And Cahill certainly not taking any liberties. He's not taking him for granted in this match. He knows he's up against a tough opponent. Now, will he be tempted by this red to the right middle? The one that's close to the pink spot. It's a risky shot to play. Yeah, struck it confidently. It's on the black, had it gone in. Now, can James see this red?
That's the thing about last year, it wasn't just beating Ronnie, it was getting to the crucible. Beat Andrew Higginson, Michael Holt and Michael Judge, three very, very experienced players. So he played really well just to get there, and then of course the icing on the cake was that victory over O'Sullivan.
He is showing some early nerves though, James, and it's to be expected for sure. But his first long shot, he hit it full ball. He needed to be hitting it 3/4 ball, and that one, he's undercut it. So a chance for Mertens. Well, he had to turn the cue ball slightly to pot that red. You might think, what's the cue ball doing up there? Shouldn't he have been stunning down the table? But he had to just swerve the cue ball slightly to pot it. Yeah, good shot, because that cue ball looked to be going towards the red, drifting towards the red. We know that the tail just pulls ever so slightly there. Position onto the black, but if it goes, he's in business. It's tight, but I think it goes. And so does he.
Well, it's a chance to just settle down here, try and get used to this table, get used to the cameras as well. He did play in the World Cup, several of the matches there were televised, but of course he's got no teammate here. It's all down to him.
Yeah, it was tight, that's for sure. Be disappointed.
James Cahill is a young man himself. He's still only 24, but obviously the senior man here in a match against a 15-year-old. He'll be looking now to try and punish that little slip up. And again, just settle himself down in what's a big match for him. Been a bit of a frustrating season. As I say, not got past the last 64 in a ranking event. He ran into Judd Trump a couple of times in first rounds in Home Nations events.
Doesn't get any tougher than that. Now, does he have a little angle on the blue? It's fairly straight, but it may have just a small angle.
Well, $13.
Nearly can pot this red, that's closest to the black. And the cue ball looks to be going into the black, which makes position onto a colour difficult. Well, he could avoid it.
21.
And now a great chance.
$28. $29.
Yeah, ideally he'd have liked to have been playing the cannon to those three reds, the middle of those three reds. Didn't have the angle to play that shot.
36. $37.
Very fluent player, James Cahill. And he's another one who's got a great future in the game.
Coached early on by great Frank Callan, who was a legendary coach from the Blackpool area where James is from. So we've had a good grounding in technique.
Yes, Frank did some work with Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry. And if they valued him, he's in good hands, James Cahill.
45.
Yes, and more latterly with Chris Henry, another very well-respected coach.
Well, 32 points the lead. So the only dodgy red really is the one on the cushion, and he doesn't need that.
52.
And I think what's significant, Joe, is it's come from the Mertens era. He had a good chance, didn't he? Just missed that black. And Cahill looking to just sort of lay down a marker early on here.
Yep, dead right. These could have been his. But this is what you've got to do. You've got
60.
to punish when your opponent makes a mistake. That hurts even more.
61.
So the blue is effectively frame ball, another red to make sure. Yeah, he looked a bit edgy early on, that's understandable, but Ben Mertens here missed that black and it let him in. This was the miss.
66.
James Cahill, who created huge headlines at the Crucible last year with his victory over Ronnie O'Sullivan. Needs to win 4 matches though to get back there. But this is a good start.
Yeah, and a good chance of making a century. Balls are difficult, but he's given himself a good chance.
74.
He's looking at playing the cannon to the green or pink there. That's what he was looking at. Oh, good attempt. He's thinking about clearing the table. I like his thought pattern there. Really do. Here it is again. Nudging the green out. Very clever shot. Good thinking.
82.
Well, it's not a century, but it's a very impressive start from Cahill in the end. As I say, a little edgy early on, that's understandable, but once he got his hand on the table, he put together a good 82. So James Cahill, the giant killer at the Crucible last year, off and running again here in 2020, leading Ben Mertens by 1 frame to 0.